would be doomed.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, connectivity is very important. Yeah. Hi, Darsh.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible to me. How are you?
I am great today, and how are you?
I'm good too. Thank you for asking. And how has your day been, Darsh?
Yeah, it was fantastic. And how was your
Okay.
day been?
Well, my day has been great. Thank you for asking again. And I'm glad that your day has been fantastic as you described it. So, have you gone through the session document for today, Darsh?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so the topic of the day is design or renovate your home, dream home. Okay, so that's a bit
Yes.
interesting. But before we continue, I want to ask you if you want to talk about this topic.
Um. Okay, let's do this.
All right, okay, I like the spirit. So then, my first question to you would be, Darsh, how do you envision your dream home? So, how do you think your dream home is like? How do you visualize it?
Yeah, I just visualized it to be like very big, modern, very
Mhm,
glassy type home, and like
mhm,
having like the having technologies inside built in inside of the home.
All
So
right. So you mean
for
to
an
say,
example,
uh-huh.
if I like click a switch from the side, the stairs will come out and then we'll go up.
Okay, wow, that does sound like very savvy and very tech savvy, rather, right?
And so, how would you envision your house then?
Oh, well, I'm a more simplistic person. So I wouldn't want a lot of technology in my home. So I think the generality of it being like containing all the rooms and preferably a library. So yeah, I would definitely include a library
So
because
you
I'm very
like to read
interested in
books
that.
maybe then?
Yes, I do. Back at my home, I do have my own library. But if I get a chance to make my own home, I would definitely include, it on an extensive level. What about you?
Okay.
Would you want, a room dedicated to your interests? Maybe, a gaming room or a sort?
No, not a gaming room personally, but
Mhm.
yes, I would want a particular room dedicated to my hobbies and like all of my stuff. So I would
All
love to
right,
have a room like that.
all right. I mean, it will be your home, so it's obvious, right? So tell me, Dash, have you ever thought about where you would want your home to be, the location of your home?
Location of your home. Probably a hillside home maybe,
Okay,
or
so I
like
take it that
a
you like it. You like
uh,
countryside then?
yes, I do like countryside because they're green and all like nature of stuff. It's great.
Hmm. So you wouldn't want your home to be near the city or even in the city.
Near the city is good because like you have to go to city for like your basic needs. It's like compulsory, and like
Hmm.
if I went to a complete place where everything is just the forest and jungle, I would be doomed.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, connectivity is very important, is what you're trying to
Yes,
tell me, right? So I take it that you will prefer a town rather than a city, right?
yes.
Okay, all right. Tell me,
So
Dash,
where?
what? Yeah,
So may I ask you a question?
sure. Go ahead.
So where do you want your house to be located?
Well, I think I'll agree with you there. I definitely wanted to be near the town sites because I'm currently living in a county which is essentially a town, not a city. So, it has the greenery, the landscape, the beautiful scenery that we want, with some wildlife in between. But, it's also heavily laden with all the facilities that you would find in a city. So, yeah, this is a place where I would want to be as well.
So okay. Um,
So then, My next question to you, Darsh, would be, what are some unique features it must have? You told me that you would want to incorporate a lot of technology. Like you gave me the specific example of, pushing a button and the staircase would be, would arrive or rather expand itself. Tell me, Darsh, anything else that you specifically would want in your home?
So specifically in my home,
Mm-hmm.
so I would like prefer like the space, not much space
Mm-hmm.
gathering. So what I am trying to say that the folding beds you should
Uh-huh.
the folding beds and all of those. So I want a open space for myself, not a closed space because I don't like closed space. And
Okay.
so like if I get a chance to build my home, what I will do is
Mm-hmm.
then try to use as less space as possible with as more thing as I can put there.
Okay, so you're going to try to store, manage space as much as you can. Okay,
Yes.
that's that's great. That's great. So tell me, Dash, what would you love to show your guests? Okay, so of course you're going to have guests in your home at some point, rather. Even if you don't want to, sometimes you can't avoid guests. So tell me, what would you love to show them? So there are ways to entertain your guests. Would you think about something like that?
Hmm. I will show them more of the decorative stuff instead of the technological stuff. If they are like my
Okay.
close friends, I will most probably
Mhm.
like show them all over my house. And if they are just guests coming for like 2 3 hours and then going, then I'll just
Mhm.
show them the decorative things, all the little things of my house, some crazy features, and all of those.
All right. Okay, that sounds like a plan. Honestly, I have not thought about that at all. So yeah, that's a good strategy, Darsh. Then my next question would be, if you could renovate your current home into your dream home, how would you do it? What suggestions would you make rather?
See, I live in a rental home, so
Mhm. I mean,
how would I
okay, okay.
like renovate it?
So let's assume that your landlord, the person that you've rented the home from, has given you ample opportunity to flexibly manage your needs and everything. So he
Oh,
let's just assume that your landlord is okay with any renovations that you would do.
okay.
Now then tell me, how would you want to upgrade your current home?
Maybe to make it a lot bigger first.
Okay, okay, all right. So
So
you would want to
what I will
expand the
do
space.
if I
Mm-hmm.
had a current space, so I have a particular space. So I will not
Mm-hmm.
expand the house wide.
Mm-hmm.
I will not start to make it wide. I will make it tall. So I will increase its length instead of the width.
Okay, okay. That's a very specific plan there. All right. Any innovations or any technology that you would want to incorporate in the current home, maybe?
Okay, this is one of the question I always wanted to hear from somebody. I will most
Okay.
probably I will most probably include a high-tech toilet in my house.
Okay. All right. But why
With
specifically that?
what the high-tech toilet could do is make a fountain out of it. Okay.
Okay. All
And
right.
all of those, every feature that you can imagine in a Rolls Royce seat, you have it that in your toilet. So
Oh, okay, okay. That sounds great. All right. Very specific, but I like that. I like that. So tell me then, that has your house ever been renovated?
no, never. But I'm shifting to a new home, so yes, it is going to be renovated a lot.
I mean, at least, well, better
And
late than
at
never, I
least
guess.
I have my own room there.
Hey, that's a very big plus point. Okay, so yeah, congratulations on that. Then,
Thank you.
why do you think people renovate their home in the first place?
to make it look good, or just fulfill their wishes for the, or like what they dreamed of, to fulfill their dreams, all of. I think that those are the only reasons, in my perspective, that people think about on renovating their home. So
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. Sometimes you require a bit of, a lot more space than you thought you would initially. And that's why renovations take place as well. And sometimes even, things like natural calamities hit. So floods, or maybe sometimes even hurricanes may occur. So to, mitigate the damage, renovations are done. So yeah,
yes,
most of it is, agreeable. So tell me then, Darsh, how much money can you save if you renovate it yourself? Do you think, how much money do you think you would require to renovate your current house?
money would I require to renovate my current house?
Yes.
Yeah, if I
How much
want
do
a
you
big
think it would be?
renovation, if I want a
Mm-hmm.
big renovation, like a pretty large one, I would require like 2-3 crores for that. Or
Okay,
like
very
if
easy.
I do a little small renovation, like just making a story, a little room upon the roof, and
Mm-hmm.
all of those, and like making the house look overall better than it is now. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it will cost around 20 to 30 lakhs.
Yes, that's right. And what do you think? You mentioned the high-tech toilet that you would want to install. How
Yes,
much do you think that would cost?
that will cost easily around 20 lakhs, not less
Okay,
than
that
that.
alone. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. So yeah, I think if you would want to, why not get it? So, Darsh, tell
So,
me.
would you
Uh,
like to have a high tech toilet in your home?
oh, well, I've not thought about it. You are the first person to have, introduced this thought to me. So I have not really given it a thorough thinking. But now that you mention it, it does sound enticing. So
Okay.
I'm going to consider it maybe.
But I will surely not don't won't allow my guests to go into my high tech toilet and do all of this.
Okay, okay. I mean, I completely understand. If they don't understand how to operate it and they end up doing
Yes,
something to it, it's going to be a disaster for everybody involved,
yes,
right?
surely.
So, so then tell me, tell me that, um, do you think, renovations are important, and do you think there is some sense in, renovating your home?
So, if you are a rich person, you have too much money to spend, just renovate your home. Okay.
Okay.
And like if you are a budget person, if you
Uh-huh,
don't have
yeah, a
budget,
budget friendly person. Uh-huh.
okay, you don't have a budget to renovate your home, it's okay, just keep the home like
Mhm.
that. Just manage the space and buy as less useless decorative things, to me honest, like.
Ah, okay. Okay, that's
So
great
like
advice, honestly.
if you have a completely just a vase sitting over there which is useless, you don't put flowers in it, nothing, and you just keep it over there to as a showpiece.
Mm-hmm.
For my thinking, if it's costly, then keep it. If it's not costly, just keep it in your garden and grow some plant there. Why are you wasting it just keeping over there?
I mean, yeah, that does make sense. Okay, so that brings me to the end of the questions for this topic, all right? So
Okay.
since we have a bit of time, Darsh, can you tell me what do you do? And I'm very sure that you're a student. So where do you live? And what are you studying?
So I live in Nasik currently, and my hometown is in
Mhm.
Haryana. So I live in
Okay.
Nasik, and my father is an engineer. I study in seventh grade in Ryan
Okay.
International, and my hobby is to play badminton, do reading, play like overall this study computeristics and all of those.
All right, that sounds very interesting. So, since we're coming to the end of the session, Darshan, sorry, I keep calling you Darshan. Like, your name is Darsh. I'm sorry. So, Darsh, I'm going to give you my feedback now. So, I think you are a very good speaker, a fine speaker. So, I'll tell you something. This is my third time. You were only my third student who I've not had to take a single note while talking. So I didn't point out any mistake while speaking, while you were speaking. So that's a very good thing. Okay. So kudos to you for that. You're confident, you maintain eye contact, you have a great flow, tone, pace of speech. That's all of the qualities that I feel like you possess, and that enriches your speech a lot. However, since you are, advancing towards English and you've started early, that's wonderful. Okay, so you've had an early start, and that's wonderful because you can have more, instances to enrich, to advance your level in English. Okay, I don't think you're a beginner. Honestly, to be very honest, you're not a beginner. You're completely in the intermediate level easily because you don't make any grammatical mistakes. However, you can focus on specifics more. So, like maybe sounding more articulate in the way that you would want to use a bit of complex words. That's up to you. But for now, you're going at a great pace. You're doing wonderful, all right? So keep up the good work in general. Everything that you have been doing, like reading or, maybe watching videos, YouTube, movies, anything, any source that you are interested in. It could even be audiobooks, podcasts, whatever that you like. Keep on doing that. And keep on trying to incorporate that in your speech. I can see that you do that already. And that's wonderful, okay? So keep up the good work. But before we end, Darsh, I want to point out one thing. You're at the Clapingo adult vertical. There is a separate vertical called Clapingo Kids that's more specified towards you. So the prompts and the session notes are something that will be directed towards that. So I will do one thing. I'll from my end also, raise your case. But I would highly recommend that you or an adult speak to the chat support as well. All right, so that they can shift you to a better vertical which is suited towards you. Okay. So
Okay.
that's it. That's what I'll recommend. Before we end, do you have any questions for me, Darsh?
No, no questions.
All right, then. I wish you all the best. And it was lovely speaking to you. Wonderful session I had with you today.
By the way, I didn't ask
Mhm,
you in this in the beginning of this session. What's
mhm.
your name?
Oh, my name is already displayed on the screen, so I thought you read it. My name is Anka.
Anika. Okay.
Yeah, it's Anka, not no I there.
Anika.
Anka.
Anka. Okay.
Okay, all right. So great. It was lovely speaking to you, and have a great time, Darsh.
Bye. Have a great time.
Bye. Bye.